Oh my God. I gained 5.7 pounds. Will I ever complete this challenge? So, today I stepped on the scale and I saw that I weigh 232 pounds and 7 ounces. I gained 5.7 pounds. Like, how? Okay, I know how. So, as you can see, you can look on this chart that I have here. So you can see the calories that I have throughout the week. So last Sunday, I ate terribly. I ate Chinese food and it was just horrible. It was shortly after recording my last show. It was horrible. I ate so terrible that day. But the next day, I ate pretty good. I actually, let me pull up my, I'm going to pull up my Planet Fitness on my phone here so I can tell you how I ate. Okay, so on Monday, I had turkey bacon, 2 pieces. I had 1 cup of grits, which is, I guess, okay. I mean, I really don't eat grits like that. I had a banana. I had chicken tikka masala with some jasmine rice. And the most fattening thing, or the worst thing I probably had was sugar-free ice cream or low-fat wheat thins. But it kind of gotten worse throughout the week. So I'm not going to go through all of these, but I'm just going to kind of hit on a few points. So on Tuesday, I bought myself some chocolate-covered almonds or chocolate-covered peanuts. I don't remember. That's how fat I am. And I ate, it was maybe, how many pounds was it? It was a half pound, and I ate that entire thing in 2 days. And as we already know, peanuts or nuts in general are just high in calories. They're healthy, but they're really high in calories. So you can't be eating a whole bag of peanuts, let alone white chocolate covered peanuts. So that was probably my first biggest slip up. And then I did terrible because I bought this box of Cheez-Its. I ate that entire damn thing in 2 days. It was horrible. So just throughout the week, I ate out a few times. I had some Chipotle, and then I had Taco Bell yesterday, and I had a piece of pizza. I just ate terrible. And to make it worse, I was making spaghetti today. Or not today, but on Wednesday, I was making this big pot of spaghetti. I was stirring it up. I was adding the noodles and just everything. And and my little sister comes over and she's like, wow, you have a dad bod now. And I'm like, what? I have a dad bod at the age of 25? Now, I do have a baby on the way, but I have a dad bod. And then I looked at myself in my big mirror in the house that I tend to avoid, and I'm like, oh my God, I have a dad bod. So then that's when I was thinking, maybe I should continue the rest of this week eating like how I usually eat. Which was not a good idea because I shouldn't be doing this to my body. So you know what I did? I ate how I usually ate. And as you can see on the calories up on the screen, just kind of where it kind of ranged at, and most of it, and those are the things that I've recorded. I know there's a few things that I probably didn't hit on, or maybe I didn't get good measurements, with the spaghetti that I cooked. So I cooked this big pot of spaghetti. It was God, I can't think of it. It was probably 6 gallons worth. It was 6 gallons worth of spaghetti in a pot. Maybe not that. It was probably a little bit more, but or a little bit less. I don't know, give or take. And I think I ate probably about 75% of that thing in the course of 3 days. Now, pasta, it makes me fat. It goes straight to my thighs, it goes straight to my stomach, and it just blows me up. I was telling my girl this today. In fact, I said bread and a lot of starch makes me blow up. I can't eat too much of it because it's horrible for me. So that was kind of my week. So I started off very poorly and I ended very poorly. So that's kind of what happened. I didn't really eat too well this week. So I exercised. I went to the gym 3 times this week. I got good runs in. I burned a lot of calories. So that was good, but I didn't do any at-home exercises. So I did probably about 3 hours worth of exercise this week, which I feel like isn't nearly enough. So, that's that. So, current barriers that I have right now. So I did start back up in school today. So, I'm doing this 12 week quarterly program that I'm doing right now at my college. And it started this week or last week. And I don't want to blame it on my school or the syllabus, but I think maybe I just thought I was stressed out when in actuality, I'm really not. I think most of my weight loss most of my weight gain comes through my mentality. I don't necessarily eat when I'm hungry. I eat when I'm just not full. It's not good to do because that's how you gain weight, and that's how I gain weight. I'm eating like how I was back when I was a teenager. So that was probably one thing that kind of mentally kind of made me want to wean more towards fast food and just sugar. I also had those frozen beverages that they serve at Dunkin' Donuts. The frozen coffees, those things are freaking terrible for you. Don't drink one. It has over 800 calories. An entire meal, essentially. So I had several of those. But some other barriers that I had. So I had my quarterly at my job, where basically they will, talk to you about how you're doing at your job or not. So that kind of went, it went okay. And I would say the last thing is probably just dealing with other people. Like I've been dealing with, my girl, she's pregnant and, she's expecting in the next 2 months. But, if you ever have a pregnant woman, or if you are a pregnant woman, or if you have been pregnant, or if you plan on getting pregnant, you'll know what I mean when I say those hormones can drive anyone nuts. Like, her hormones was driving me insane. And, she was just driving me crazy. And I don't want to blame it on her. I shouldn't have took out my energy. I shouldn't have shifted my energy by eating. I should have used it to exercise or to drink water or to not stress out like I was, because I feel like it was a bit excessive. So, so currently I'm looking at just how I ate, and I ate over the threshold that I would eat if I wanted to gain weight. So I believe someone who's my height, my weight, and who does physical activities at their job, I believe that I ate enough to gain weight. It's hilarious, but it's not. But I ate enough to gain weight. I ate enough to gain weight somehow, by eating. And, one thing that I want to do next week, or this week coming up, starting in 2 hours, because I'm recording this on Sunday night. What I want to do, I want to essentially bring my calorie intake. It cannot exceed 1,500 calories, but I'm going to give myself some leeway because I know things happen, and I do not, for anything, I don't want to go over 2,000 calories because I gain weight, I believe, like my weight, like 2,200 calories. I think that's kind of my threshold, but I cannot go over 2,000s for certain, but I want to stay under 1,500. So that's kind of my goal that I want to set for myself. Do I think I can reach 200 pounds in 90 days? Who knows? I have 87 days left, and I started off to a very rocky start. But it's good to have this knowledge to begin with, or this knowledge should basically work after, so you can know where you are messing up on, and I've been using the MyFitnessPal app to basically record, what I eat and how much I exercise. And, just looking through some of the things that I ate, it's very scary because it's like, in all actuality, I don't need to eat this food. I don't eat because I'm hungry. I don't eat like this because I'm hungry. I don't have a disorder. I'm not, I'm fine. I'm a perfect guy. However, I just like to eat, and I just eat. I eat and I eat. And I know that I'm eating bad, but it's all mental. So I might try a few tips out. I might try to meditate. I'm going to try to meditate every morning and every night before I go to bed. I am going to just try some different methods that I will, play around with. But, now that I have this information, and now that I'm literally over 230, this shit has to change, because I don't like being this big, and I don't like, the way I look. I'm going to be honest. I love myself. I love myself to death. But I need to grow up and get some discipline. So, thank you for listening to my podcast, or not my podcast, because, I guess this is a podcast, but I guess it's more of a blog. But since I don't have my webcam on, I guess it could be considered a podcast. Semantics aside, all I just want to say is thank you. I have 87 days left, and let's see where I'm going to go with my next video. And I got this. I know I do. I'm writing out a diet plan for this week, and I'm going to share it at the end of this week. So thank you, everyone. Have a nice day, and thank you for following my video. I got like 7 views. That's pretty nice for someone who is subscribed to himself. All right, everyone, take care.